Tomorrow's Father's Day. It's my mom's 89th birthday. I'm so proud of her. She's such a great woman, and she's got great things happening in her life. She's still got goals to live over 100. Isn't that cool? And also this time about 6 years ago, our church burned down. You hit that steeple about, I guess, a week from today. And so I'm kind of going down memory road today, and just enjoying this beautiful weather, getting ready for tomorrow. And I wanted to add something else. You know, we talk a lot about the last 14 days of generous lifestyle and how to live, you know, a lifestyle that is simple, that is, you can live very prosperous and very bountiful and still live to the honor and glory of God. I ran across this letter that was written by a woman for my wife's great aunt, who I did get to meet before she passed on. She died in 1993 at age 93. Might have been 92 actually. And so I think she was born in 1899. And she was a pastor with her husband. They co-pastored, and as they were reflecting on their pastorate, they had some interesting stories. So I'd like to just read to you something that I found the other day again, because we went through their stuff a number of years ago, and I think it kind of fits in good about generous living. It said, "A frail little widow came to our apartment one morning. I was praying for evening services. This seemed an interruption that I longed to terminate quickly, but the dear lady happily chatted, unaware of the intrusion on the time counted for prayer. When she finally arose to go, she pressed some help in my hand, explaining she did laundrying for her livelihood and had brought her week's earnings for the expenses of the revival. I asked the Lord to forgive me for begrudging the time. We had such sweet memories of the victories won in the revival." Imagine this woman laundering, I'm assuming cleaning laundry, back in 1932. This was written back in 1932. Imagine someone working for a whole week, coming to the church pastor's wife, chatting, and then handing them a whole week's worth of salary for the revival. I'll tell you what, that is lifestyle giving. That is generous giving. And there's a couple other little anecdotes here I'd like to share with you that I thought were kind of cute, kind of neat. Reminds me of so much about living more generously, and ask God to help me in my day, hopefully you in your day. This is about an evangelist who came for revival. It says, "Brother Ray and Brother Clyde came for a youth revival. Husband and I were out calling one day as we drove south on the Longwood Road. A red squirrel ran across the road. Husband stopped the car and gave chase until the squirrel ran up a tall pine in the pasture. He left me to watch it while he went back for an axe to cut tree down. Louis Schreiner closed his barbershop and they came, cut the tree down and caught the squirrel. Our evangelist enjoyed the squirrel dinner that evening." Yeah, it's just amazing. And this is down in Florida, by the way. They would give chase. I mean, this is in the 1930s, so that, you know, times were not very lucrative back then. They just came out of the crash of the Wall Street happened in 1929. This is 1932. Times are tough, but they go on anyway. They're believing, they're trusting God, they're moving ahead. One woman gives up a whole week's salary. Here's a couple. They're out, you know, visiting people, encouraging them to come to revival, come seek God. When all of a sudden they stop the car and chase a squirrel for dinner, for food, for the evangelist, and they cut a tree down in order to catch the squirrel, and indeed they did. I tell you, this is America. This happened back in the 1930s, you know, and we need to really think about how we're going to give with our life. It's just not cutting a check. It's just not dropping a token amount in the offering plate. It's about our whole life. It's about our whole lifestyle. I hope you'll be challenged. I'm challenged. How can we give? Go through your stuff. Evaluate your lifestyle. Let God lead you. I'll tell you what, you'll bless people that I'll never touch And you'll meet people I'll never touch if you'll adapt to a generous lifestyle. God will get the glory. Have a great Father's Day tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care.
Think it was gonna be when we all get to heaven? Would it be our fault for no more? You know, only folks who think like me. Well, some people think that way, and even some churches, I'm sad to say. I tell you, God's kingdom ain't nothing like that at all. We're all in for a shock, 'cause there's gonna be some people there that we didn't think were gonna be. Might even be some folks missing that we really thought we'd see. So we got a lot to figure out. Till we get around the Lord, we'll all cry out to Him. Spend eternity singing and shouting and lifting up His name. We'll sing the wondrous love